It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. We gain strength and courage and confidence by each experience in which we really stop to look fear in the face. We must do that which we think we cannot. If your mind is empty, it is always ready for anything, it is open to everything. In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's there are few. Nothing is so fatiguing as the eternal hanging of an uncompleted task. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Isn't it the moment of most profound doubt that gives birth to new certainties? Perhaps hopelessness is the very soil that nourishes human hope. Perhaps one could never find sense in life without first experiencing its absurdity. Hope is merely disappointment deferred. We must accept finite disappointment, but we must never lose infinite hope. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. You must not count overmuch on your reality as you feel it today, since, like that of yesterday, it may prove an illusion for you tomorrow. It takes a very unusual mind to undertake the analysis of the obvious. A man must elevate himself by his own mind, not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul, and the enemy as well. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Take care of your thoughts. Then actions will take care of themselves. You sow an action and reap a tendency. You sow a tendency and reap a habit. You sow your habit and reap your character. You sow your character and reap your destiny. Therefore, destiny is in your hands. Never look down to test the ground before taking the next step. Only he who keeps his eyes fixed on the far horizon will find his right road. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your own estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Experience is not what happens to a man, it is what a man does with what happens to him. With time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes a silk gown. failure is only the opportunity to begin again, more intelligently. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man, but if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also. Start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. If I have made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than to any other talent. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems that you could not hold on a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. I am not concerned that I am not known, I seek to be worthy to be known. If we are incapable of finding peace in ourselves, it is pointless to search elsewhere. Only those who have the patience to do simple things perfectly will acquire the skill to do difficult things easily. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. The man who views the world at 50 the same way he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. True and lasting happiness begins with the sudden, all-encompassing realization by each member of the human family that we are truly all limbs of one body, that we cannot find our true selves until we recognize that everyone is us and we are everyone. In truth, there is no separation.